We're live, and my name is Mike Tornero. I'm here with fellow Carlos Villa and Joe Antonucci here. We're just here to talk about the First Amendment and why is it so important to us. Now, the First Amendment, I think Carlos can explain more in depth. What do you think the First Amendment is here?
Well, our society and our nation as a whole are built on freedoms. And, one of those main freedoms being the freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of press. But, when you really think about it in the grand scheme of things, there's so many religions, out there with Catholicism. You have, the different branches of Christianity with the Lutherans and, Southern Baptists, things like that. And you have, Islam, Judaism, and so when you think about it, the United States is one of very few countries that, we really make it a point to say we accept all religions. We don't discriminate against one. We really, we're accepting to everybody. No matter if you're Catholic, you're Hindu, you're Buddhist,
and
things
I think
like that.
that's what makes the United States so unique and different from other countries.
No, I agree.
And I think what I was really thinking about before is that think of your favorite holiday. Now, what if I told you that you couldn't celebrate that holiday anymore because it wasn't accepted here? How would you feel about that, Joe?
I would feel like that would be discriminated. And like you said, I think...
Wouldn't be a good feeling.
No, it wouldn't. And over here, no person has to worry about being punished wrongly or being ridiculed for his or her religion. So, all in all, I think religious freedom is a special privilege to have.
I agree. I think it's very important, and it's one of the main, foundations of this country. This country is a free country. It's built on freedom, and I think, this amendment itself, and having that ability to practice your religion, and not having to be, ridiculed or discriminated, and I think that's, one of the main foundations, one of the most important things for our nation.
And we did do some more research into this and a couple interviews, and we'll show those right here. Hi, I'm here with Shiv Patel, class of 2018, talking about the freedom of religion. And Shiv, why is the freedom of religion so important to you, and how does it come to you in your daily life?
Well, it's important to me because I am Indian myself, and being Indian, I don't follow the same religions everybody else in the school does. I'm not Catholic, I'm Hindu, so basically I have different beliefs and I do different traditions and stuff, and it's important to me because it's my culture, my heritage, so I want to represent that. And, that's why this amendment is good for me, because it makes me express myself and my culture in many other ways.
As you can see, many different cultures help people express who they truly are.
Okay, we're live here with Mr. Parkinson. Mr. Parkinson, what does the amendment for freedom of religion mean to you in the grand scheme of things?
Okay, you know where I stand politically. But in terms of just being a deacon in this church, there's a moral obligation to respect this freedom just from the standpoint of making sure that there's equal dissemination of this right across the board. I don't know if that answers the question.
Yeah, we just want to understand more of how you feel about just the religion.
Personally, I feel it's Jesus-based. And again, it's coming from my religious background and also the fact that I am a deacon. And equal rights are essentially what this country was founded on. And those guys, the founding fathers, had a pretty good idea. But we in the church like to up that ante a little bit in terms of how we treat each other across the board.
And why do you think it was so important for the founding fathers to include freedom of religion in the Bill of Rights and other things?
Well, important just from the standpoint that every single human being has value and dignity in the eyes of God. And that value and dignity it doesn't stop once we leave the doors of the church. Right? It continues, and it's got to be lived out. Which is why I always say it's important for us as witnesses, as Christian witnesses, whether or not we're ordained, to voice and to give witness to the truth of what these amendments stand for in the greater scheme of things, which is all about the valuing and the dignity of every other human being.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Parkinson.
You're very welcome. Thank you for this opportunity to speak and to enunciate and to have fun with you guys.
No.
God damn, you can't tell by yourself, bro. You gotta
You didn't let me do the count.
Was there supposed to be a
It's
1, 2,
three-
3,
no,
go?
it's 3, 2, 1.
Oh, hey, we're back. And those interviews were really powerful. And for me, when I was talking to Shiv, I could really feel the emotional connection and how much he can really strive in this country because of the freedom of religion. I thought that it's really something special that we have, and obviously very important, Shiv.
I agree. I think when you heard Shiv talk, he was really passionate about it, and he's really grateful for the opportunity to have that ability to practice, what he believes, and it's really important to other United States citizens to have that ability as well.
How about when you were talking to Mr. Parkinson there? How did he make you feel?
When I was talking to Mr. Parkinson, I really think that you could feel this, how strong he felt about it and how important that it was for him, when you talk about having the ability to practice the freedom of religion and, people in fear that, maybe they won't always have that or in other countries other than the United States, not every country has the ability to practice the freedom of religion and the ability to, worship the religion that they want to worship. And, we're just very fortunate to have that in our country.
Yeah, something I have to say is, even though Mr. Parkinson and Shiv are they say two different religions, they don't discriminate each other at all. They're actually probably best friends outside of school. So.
I think everyone's best friends with Mr. Parkinson, so it's kind of hard not to think.
He's a good guy.
Great.
That's all for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
See you guys next time.
New 69 out.
All right, good.